Thank you to the fans who stayed and watched this game. And I know there's a lot of good football going on right now, but thank you for staying here and supporting us. Their energy and support, and that the energy, that second half, that really helped us. Really, as I always say, proud of this team because they were engaged and they played tough and they played hard. They played extremely hard and they never quit. They never gave in and they believed in themselves. And so we just beat a really good basketball team. A really good basketball team, and I don't take that for granted. And so we've got until tomorrow at 1 o'clock to enjoy this, but I'm going to enjoy it.
Obviously, the first OVC opening win for this program since 2006. Had you thought about that at all?
No. I mean, no. I don't necessarily think about those things. What I know is we're playing a really good Belmont team, and we have to do everything we can to put ourselves in a position to have success. Win or lose. Like, what are we doing? We talked about a couple of things, and no, I don't look at it. It would become overwhelming if I did.
Okay. So what did you expect from Belmont? What was the key to this victory?
I really thought this. Okay, Darby Maggott only had 14 points, but she had 7 assists. She played a really good game. But I thought the key was they weren't able to get into a rhythm offensively. And Bree Mitchell and Adriana Murphy pressuring her, I think us changing our defenses, I think that allowed for them not to be comfortable. And we needed to make them uncomfortable. And honestly, I can't take too much credit for that. I watched Maryland versus UConn, and granted, Maryland didn't win the game, but they made UConn have to do some things different because they kept mixing it up. And UConn is efficient offensively. Belmont is efficient offensively, and you can't keep giving them the same look. So I thought that was huge. I thought us battling on the boards was huge, and then we took care of the ball. I thought those were big things for us.
I wanted to ask you about Cornisha. We talk about all these other names that come up a lot, but she, the past couple games has stepped up, played a few more minutes, and had a pretty impressive game. How much of a spark did she kind of provide today? And what kind of a different look does she maybe give to this team?
Well, she plays downhill, and she has the abilities to pass. I think we saw that in the last game, her ability to pass, and she has a knack for that. But then people don't really know about her either because she's not on the scouting report. And she's able to play in our ball screen action really well. And even versus zones, she's able to make great passes. And then she can even knock down the three. So I thought that her ability to attack would help us. But she was able to attack because we were setting good screens. But yeah, I'm happy for her that she's having some success.
Bree Mitchell has a new career high. She seemed to kind of step, she's always been able to score, but she seems to be more aggressive, maybe since Olivia's gone down. Has that been kind of a point of emphasis with her? Did you just click with her to kind of take over games?
I don't know if it has. I think maybe moving her to the 2 has helped a little bit because she's more of a scoring guard. And having Adri and Bree playing together allows for her to be able to come off the wing sometimes better than at the top of the key. And she's not forcing things. She's not. And she's playing with great pace. She's engaged, and she's able to drive and find people too. And that opens up a lot of things whenever because people have to respect her ability to get in the paint. And then for her to be able to stop and rise up and hit those shots, that's huge. But yeah, I don't think it's really the fact that we don't have Olivia. I think it's that she's playing more off the ball.
And then Imani coming in, has another big second half. Kind of talked about this before. She kind of has to get in a rhythm. Did you feel like that's kind of what happened today? She kind of just got finally composed and into a point where...
Well, she picked up 2 fouls in the first half. In the first quarter, I think it was. And so, and I played a little cat and mouse with her there, or offense, defense with her in that second quarter because I felt like she could help us, but then I didn't want her to get in foul trouble or pick up that 3rd foul. And then she went back in and she was composed. And she knew how they were going to be guarding her. And so she was able to take her time and go finish and get to the free throw line. She missed that free throw. But I know that hurt her. But I believe in her. And I'm happy that she was able to compose herself and come back in and play well.
I guess, what was that locker room like when you walked in there at the end of this one?
That was a really happy locker room. They were excited. They were screaming. But if we can't enjoy it, then like, why do we play the game? And I want to enjoy every win. I learned after that very first win when I went in there, it was after our exhibition game. And I went in and I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And I thought about it that night and I was like, why wasn't I not happy? It is hard to do what we do. So it's hard to win. So whenever we have success, I'm going to celebrate our success. Like you said, we haven't won a conference opener since when?
2006.
That's a long time. So they don't know how to win, right? So we're learning how to win. So when we win, we absolutely celebrate wins. When we're on the road and we win, we go get some ice cream.